It's almost 6 o'clock p.m. on Tuesday, March 19th, 2024. And we just completed another successful sheep move. I'm really proud of myself and my son. They were over here, now they're over here. We moved the post to the other side of the hay so the cows and the sheep have access to hay if they want it. I just had to call sheep, and they all came. I tried to stand by the entrance with a rope. Hold on, we have a short here. I tried to stand near the entrance with the rope, and yeah, the rope was touching the ground, and grab the sheep that I wanted to grab, but that did not work. It's that manure patty. Let me just move it down this way a little bit. There we go. I don't hear any popping now. Fence is a little too tight. It'll work. So we're on fresh grass. I think we went in the last pasture on Saturday. So this is 3 days later. Parasites. Commentator brought to my attention that the idea of having the cows eat the sheep parasites and the sheep eat the cow parasites is kind of silly. Yeah, it's kind of silly. The thing that I'm looking for, though, is I want to maximize the time between when the sheep go back to the land that they've been on. So that's why I'm on a 6-week rotation with 2 herds. And I think the magic number is 3 weeks is when the parasites start dying off on their own accord. So if you can stay off your ground for more than 3 weeks at a time, the parasite count should be way down. But the idea is that the cows will follow the sheep, and the sheep will follow the cows. I could do something. I do need 2 herds. There's no two ways about it, because I do need to separate the boys from the girls. So maybe one herd just has all the boys and one herd has all the girls. That would work. Oh my goodness, that sheep is so huge. It's like that sheep is a balloon that's gonna pop. Oh my goodness. Hurry up and give birth. But the idea is that, if I have to maintain 2 herds, I might as well, keep them similar sized, and then just rotate them through each other. And I don't think it's when the number of herds increases, the number of paddocks has to increase, right, in order to maintain rotation. So I do keep a minimum number of herds, 2 herds. I don't think you can go lower than 2. These dogs, that dog has to go. He keeps chasing the lamb. Sorry, bud, you have to go. No. And, but the idea being that you rotate, the schedule of rotation. So the grass needs a certain amount of time to rest. It doesn't matter if you have 1 herd or 2 herds. If you have 2 herds, then the herds have to take twice as long before they get back to the same spot of ground. And to me, that's advantageous just for the parasite count, to keep the parasite count down. That's something I'm really worried about. It's something everybody else struggles with because of the humidity and the heat that we get. Is really good for parasites to grow in. If it was dry, it wouldn't be a problem. If it was cool, it wouldn't be as much of a problem, but it's not. It's both wet and hot, which is why the St. Croix developed in the same kind of environment. So they're kind of resistant to the parasites, but it's only a resistance. It's not an immunity, right? So anything I can do to keep the parasite count down. Parasite medication isn't the answer. You can feed your animals parasite education all day long. Eventually the parasites become immune to it. And there's last time I checked, the recommended way to do cows is you have 4 different types of parasite killer that you have to rotate through. And that's ridiculous to me, At some point you say, you know what, we're losing. We can't win this game. Chemical warfare on parasites isn't working. And you just have to develop animals that live with the parasites, that can tolerate having the parasites all around them and things like that. So that's kind of my my philosophy there is that, when it comes to nature, you can't create a pristine environment. I cannot go through the field and kill all the weeds. I cannot kill all the parasites. It's not going to happen. Even if I do kill all the weeds and kill all the parasites, somebody sneezes in Timbuktu, next thing you know, now I have weeds and parasites again. I have to create soil conditions. I have to create animals that are able to tolerate those things and able to thrive regardless of those things. And one of the things that I think it's a philosophical difference is there's an idea that either the earth is trying to kill you or the earth is providing tools for you to live and you just don't know how to use them. I prefer to think of the second thing. There's sheep and goats and cows. Those are good things, and we're supposed to learn how to manage the land so that those things can survive well. So that's my goal, is to get the parasite count down by reducing the frequency at which the animals visit a particular spot of ground. And in the case of these animals, it's 6 weeks. That's what I have. 6 weeks. They're going to be back here in 6 weeks. Well, right now it's like March 20th, right? March 19th. Add 6 weeks. What's that? 6 times 7 is 42, right? So add 42 days. That's what, May, April 30 something or other like that, right? It's going to be a long time from now. Maybe the first week of May. Man, that ewe is huge. She has a little bit of a limp on her back right leg. She's going to pop, and I'm going to get 3 little lambs. 3's too many. Hopefully just 2. Hope she's okay. I hope she's not going to explode. My goodness, that ewe is huge. Right. So anyway, that's what I think about the parasites is you need enough time between when the cows and the sheep come back. And the way I do that is I just have 2 herds, and then the rotation for one herd is 6 weeks, and the same spot of ground is only being visited 3 weeks apart. So that's plenty of time for the grass to recover, especially in the spring. In the summer month, I might go to 8 weeks or 10 weeks, slower rotation, more intensive grazing. I might decide to stop rotating and just use the back 20 to kind of catch up, buy some time. I'm going to get plenty of hay. I'm going to use hay to reduce overgrazing, if it comes to that. So that's kind of my strategy. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care and bye-bye.